unless a doctor has given you the eating plan, and honestly, with medical fat phobia, a lot of the times, even then, there is no distinction between diets and disordered eating. Yeah, well, every time you sit down and kill 2 pizzas by yourself, that probably ain't too good for you. And what's your excuse? This is how my body is supposed to be? Are you kidding me? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/Fatlogic, and if you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and to see more videos like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up the wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on notifications. Oakley dokley, let's get into this. I'm finally starting to feel a little more confident with how my body looks. My body dysmorphia, look again. I know for a fact that a lot of people resonate with this all too much. One day, we will be able to talk about how most people's body dysmorphia is just fat phobia. Please do explain any correlation between the two if they ever so exist, which I am highly doubting they don't. And honestly, for myself, I don't know if this is a proper example just because I've never really gotten any type of diagnosis for this stuff, but back when I lost about 70 pounds and was able to fit into medium shirts for the first time in, I think, since I was in elementary school, I forgot about those video documents I took making my progress, and then now because something happened and I gained the weight, because honestly life sucks sometimes, I looked back on all the photos and I don't remember myself looking like that back then. Like, I legitimately don't remember seeing those lines on my face and stuff. And honestly, back then I made it down to 165 pounds, but I still looked squishy. But now looking back on those photos, I don't really see that. At least not as much as I remember. And it might just be my anxiety, but like when people have told me in the past, oh, you look good, I don't believe them. What reason is there to get fat? And like, yes, I do want to be cushier and comfier. Yes, I do want to expand so I can eat more. There is no reason not to get bigger. Look, not everybody needs to be 6% body fat and absolutely ripped. If you want to be a little squishy, that's perfectly fine, as long as you don't get, like, lose yourself and wind up being on my 600-pound life. Like, once you aren't able to walk, that's a line when you need to kind of realize a few things. Like, personally, I don't like it when my stomach has anime titty physics. Plus the whole, yes, I do want to expand so I can eat more, you do realize that professional eating competition people are actually really tiny, right? Like, every time you've seen eating competitions in media portrayed at any point in time, it's always the little person that wins. Plus, if you're gaining weight for the sole purpose of being able to eat more, that's not a good idea. Did you know there is no diet proven to work long term? Studies show the majority of people will regain the weight within 2 to 5 years, and up to 2/3 will regain more than they lost. We are not broken. The diet and our culture is. Oh, really? Because I thought this broken record was also one of the things that is broken. Come on, come up with something different for once. Genetics. People's height is genetically programmed. Of course, makes sense. Same for shoe size, nose shape, and hair color. Yes, celebrate diversity. Weight too. Diet culture. Absolutely not. Everyone should be skinny if they tried hard enough. Have you considered keto? Isn't keto just inherently sketchy or something? Also, riddle me this, Friar Schmuck. Since we're going to be using all of your words against you, please do explain to us, which one of those still fluctuates after you get to your adult age? Which one of those listed can actually change once you reach an adult age? And honestly, the closest y'all guys have ever had to having a valid statement when it comes to this weight thing is regarding metabolism, because it is partially genetic and outside of your control. However, that means that it is just easier for some people to lose weight than others. That doesn't mean it's absolutely impossible. Being fat doesn't stop at 3XL, and inclusion should not stop there either. That's why brands do the bare minimum, because y'all praise the bare minimum. You're saying that the bare minimum is 3XL? Well, God forbid you guys aren't satisfied having a big and tall section. God forbid you need something called industrial. It doesn't look like the size 0 now, which she once used to be. It's completely her choice, but she must endorse body positivity in the same way she promoted size 0. It's like moral balance. Don't think we can put this pressure on her. She can choose to rep body positivity if she wants to. Will it be great if she does? Heck yeah. Also, the actress in mind had a kid 6 months ago. I'm sorry, where were you 6 months ago, little person at the bottom? Because, you know, maybe some people people want to get pregnant and have a kid and actually want to lose the weight that they gained due to pregnancy. I've been eating 1,000 calories a day for months now, and I still haven't lost weight. I must have a slow metabolism. Someone whose metabolism is probably fine and is definitely eating more than 1,000 calories a day. Hey, maybe the person forgot to type in an extra zero. Fat privilege is being born in a place and time where food is so abundant that you can gorge while others starve, all while complaining of the social inconveniences that you suffer as a consequence of your choices. Fat privilege is being able to make fun of somebody's body just because they're not as big as you, but if they say anything towards you about your body, God forbid, you absolutely destroy them. Fat privilege is being able to say that there are places where fat people are allowed but not healthy people, but there isn't anything the other way around. And why would anybody want stuff like that to be the other way around? Like, seriously, it's just an a-hole move to do so. Fat privilege is being able to look at people in third world countries where they're starving and malnourished constantly and still thinking you have it worse. There's no such thing as thin privilege, only fat consequence. It's not thin privilege to be able to fit into one airplane seat. It's fat consequence to need 2 airplane seats. If anybody can let me know, how big do you actually have to be in order for the airplane company to charge you for 2 seats? And I'm also kind of wondering, do any of the people that get upset when they are charged 2 seats ever think that there are physics at play here in order to keep the plane up? Because if the plane is too heavy, even by a little bit, it can't clear the runway length. Doctors are lamau. Like my pediatrician literally told me to starve myself to lose weight. He literally wanted me to develop an eating disorder like a doctor, a trained professional, lamau. How many calories did he suggest you eat? Literally, what does it matter? Why are you even talking to me? Because you overuse and misuse the word literally? Plus also a little fun fact, calories play into literally anything you just said, and that's how you use the word correctly. There is a very big difference between starving yourself and then calories in versus calories out. If you are eating more than you are burning, then you're gonna gain weight. If it's the other way around, you're gonna start to see some weight loss. A client with obesity confided in me saying she feels guilty for wanting to lose weight because many have told her wanting to lose weight is a sign of self-hate. That is wrong. You can love yourself and want to lose weight / be healthier. They are not mutually exclusive. You know, I got bullied growing up because I was the chubby kid in class. Like, I would think I was the first kid in my class to eat 100 pounds, and that was by 3rd or 4th grade, I think. I don't know. But now that I'm grown up and I want to lose weight, people are probably going to make fun of me for that too. Are you freaking kidding me? This is the type of nonsense that makes the world spin backwards. So if anybody needs any type of motivation, your good choices are good choices. You can do the thing and go plus ultra, all that jazz. Plus a little fun fact for anybody who needs any gym motivation. Speaking of My Hero Academia, You Say Run is actually a pretty good way to get yourself going. I have like 4 versions of it on my phone. Sucks that I can't get in shape because my body is biologically structured differently from everyone who's ever lived, and not because I don't work out. Yes, I'm just built different. Yes, I do believe if we lined you and 10 other people up and did x-rays on every single one, you'd be able to point out your bone structure, right? Complaining about thin privilege is exactly like complaining about someone having a higher grade in a class than you and calling it a good grade privilege. You can get there too if you actually put in some effort. Hard to swallow pills. Losing weight and never regaining it means you have to sustain healthy eating behaviors for the rest of your life. I am failing to see the bad part of this, because that's kinda how weight loss works. In order to keep it down, you have to change your lifestyle. Like, sure, you can go out to eat with friends, but just not eat 2,000 calories every single weekend at Buffalo Wild Wings because you want the cheese curds. Like, just because you lose the weight doesn't mean you need to demonize all unhealthy food. It just means you need to watch what you eat, which is what a lot of people should be doing. But unfortunately, food that is bad for you tastes pretty darn good, so I can understand where people get a habit of liking the good taste. But just save it for special occasions maybe. All things are good in moderation, except murder. Calorie deficit is the magic pill everyone is looking for, but nobody wants to take. I also feel like a lot of people just don't have the patience to be able to go through it long term with the weight loss, because if there was actually a magic pill where you take it and the next day you just lose 30 pounds miraculously, obesity would be 0, because everybody and anybody would have an easy out. Well, I'll tell you this right now, you aren't able to lose 30 pounds over a weekend, which is honestly why a lot of New Year's resolutioners kind of just give up after a couple of weeks, or what is it, a month? I think the longest I've seen gyms be crowded is up until March. Fat girls can't. Enough of this S. They can and they will, buddy. Fat girls can be skinny. You ever just see a post on Facebook and then automatically think, yeah, he probably got blocked for that? Because that's kind of what's going through my head right about now. But with that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.